Welcome back. In today's episode, we talk about how to deal with setbacks.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. Today, we're going to answer your question. Today's question comes in from
Nikki from Philadelphia. And Nikki notices that you talk a lot about the psychology of peak performance. And she asks, how do you deal with setbacks?
Well, first of all, you need to understand that setbacks are part of life. Setbacks are part of the success formula. You know, so many people get this wrong. They think that the opposite of success is failure. That's incorrect. The opposite of success is stagnation or being stuck and not moving, not growing, not expanding. Failure is part of the success formula. If you're not failing, if you're not having setbacks, you're not trying hard enough. It is impossible or nearly impossible to have success without setbacks, period.
So how do you deal with them when they arise?
First and foremost, understand that they're coming, right? If you know they're coming, then it's not a surprise. When they do show up, it's like, oh, okay, I was expecting you, and you're prepared for it, and you need to take action. So you course correct. Look, under the Ultimate Success Map, you're going to be taking massive action on things. And part of that is course correcting. You're going to track, you're going to measure, you're going to be accountable, and you're going to make course corrections along the way. Everything you try is not going to work. It just doesn't work that way. So start making those course changes. So one is understanding and realizing that it's going to occur, so it's not a surprise. When they do occur, start making course corrections, and even those might not be correct. Just change them again. And here's what I find that most people get wrapped up in. And that is when they fail, they label themselves as a failure.
They do. That's true.
Okay? And that's where the trap is. Mm-hmm. Okay? I have and have done in the past and will do in the future. I've tripped. I don't go around and say, hi, I'm Thor. I'm a tripper. Right? It's something that I did, I do, but it doesn't define who I am. When someone's learning how to walk as a baby, what happens? They try, they fail. They try, they fail. They try, they fail. Oh, yep, that baby, non-walker, failure. No, it's just part of the process. So understanding that it is part of the normal process, understanding that it's going to come up, have a plan to course adjust along the way, and stop defining yourself as the action. That doesn't define who you are.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that. And I'm thinking about previous podcasts you've done just to sort of finalize what you're saying. You did an interview with Nick Stammers wherein Nick said, believe that your failures will pass, believe that your successes will pass, but everything's going to pass, especially your failures. You'll overcome them. You'll find a way to get around them. You'll surmount them. You just need to realize that's a part of the process and it'll pass.
Yeah, and it'll come back again.
It'll come back again.
It'll come back again. It's not a question of it's just you got past that and now everything's good. It's going to happen again. It's going to repeat.
And that reminds me of what Price Pritchett said at the end of your interview with him when he was quoting the Nobel Prize winner that said, I may get it partially wrong, excuse me, but essentially, to paraphrase, he said, if you're not making mistakes, you are not working on problems that are hard enough, and that is a mistake.
Oh, absolutely. You start trying to figure out how to avoid mistakes.
You do.
And then what do? We get cautious, right? When you're in a defensive or cautious mode, are you proactive or reactive?
Certainly reactive.
What's going to happen from reaction? Protection, failure. Look, get out there, move ahead, and just know that they're coming and just go, oh, there's another. So what? Keep moving.
Yeah. Great advice. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki.
Being a peak performer is all about execution. Think of those people that you know that you consider peak performers. Some have had great plans. Some are really smart. Some just have natural talent. and others are highly educated. But the one thing that they all have in common, and I don't even know who you're thinking about, they all know how to execute. If they can't execute, they would not be considered a peak performer. Everybody has dreams, but peak performers actually execute them. This applies on the field, in athletics, or in the boardroom. If you're a business owner, a coach, an entrepreneur, or a corporate executive, and you're frustrated and tired of knowing what to do, but you just can't seem to get it all done, or your results are inconsistent, or maybe you're really good at execution, but your team doesn't know how to execute. Are you missing budget? Are you working 80 hours a week and it seems like you're just banging your head up against the wall every day? I know I've been there. Are you not making the kind of money that you want and deserve? I have a program that just might be the answer for you. This program is not for everyone. We go deep, we get raw, we get real. But if you're truly committed to mastering execution and for the first time truly being able to execute on what you know, as opposed to just trying to figure out more information and looking for that secret, we will teach you to become a master of execution. We'll teach you the science of getting things done. Simply take your phone and text the word BESUMMIT, one word, to 41411. That's Business Execution Summit. The keyword, BESUMMIT, that's what you text, and text it to 41411. Remember, it's not what you know. It's not even who you know. It's about what you're able to execute. That's what truly matters. Don't let another month, another quarter, or another year slip by with just average results. Text today. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already done so, please head over to iTunes and subscribe to the show. Also, please share this with family, friends, coworkers, or anyone that could benefit from this information. To make it very easy to share these episodes, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode that you want to share, and you can post it to your timeline. You just might be helping one of your friends on Facebook by sharing it on your page. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. The email is info@thorconklin. While at the website, please sign up for our weekly newsletter with additional tricks, tips, tools, and psychology on how to be a peak performer. Remember, these episodes are anywhere between 6 and 35 minutes and are meant to be consumed during dot time doing other things. Until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.